I don't mean to burst your bubble, but you know, Christopher Columbus was an asshole. I don't know if this is Christopher Columbus, but he made me think of it. And it did. It did. Unless this is like Marco Polo. Marco Polo wasn't an asshole. He saw some pretty interesting stuff. Christopher Columbus, though, he was a pedophile. He was. There's a lot of raping going on. I don't even think that motherfucker knew where he was. And yet, he rapes. Not a good guy. They didn't think the earth was flat. Okay? And they knew that there was land across that ocean. But the common people didn't. The elites and the royalty, all those people that had access to books. Remember, the Piri Reis map has the satellite fucking quality Antarctic coast in the archives. He finds it. And it came from earlier maps. Civilization started over here in North America. But North America took the brunt of a hit that I guess happened when it ended the Ice Age. We're still in the Ice Age. It's going to get more Ice Agey before it warms up. There have been periods of time, this whole climate change thing, they kind of got off the gas of that. But the whole point of that is just to control us. There's nothing you can do to change the environment into being a peaceful environment. The first thing that you would do if you had that goal would be not to use weather weapons, which they haven't managed not to do that. Oh, they're using those. You gonna tell me that Hawaii didn't get fucking laser beamed? I know that's not a weather weapon, but ladies and gentlemen, those people got their ass beamed from space. Bzzz. I hit you with a laser beam from a low Earth orbiting satellite. Your car's gonna melt. Why do all the cars melt? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with that? They just let that go. And I think a guy started the Malibu fires. That was an actual disgruntled guy that was setting a fire, and it started. But a lot of these people, and a lot of times too, it's these protester people. They're either in amongst them, doing agitating shit because they're getting paid. Nobody pays the Donald Trump people to go and protest. I watched the girl that I watch that goes out there and interviews people, and they're so rude. They had the pictures of all these people that had died from migrants, like killing them, these different women. And they got all up in their shit, being loud, and they were trying to cover up the pictures. Why would you cover up these victims' face? How many of those people are just going out there to be protesting? And if you listen to Tim Walz, everything he tells those people that he's supposed to be the governor of is a bunch of bullshit. They brought in a bunch of migrants because they want to cut deals with them. They know that they can use them for votes, with the exception of the Muslims. The Muslims, they didn't anticipate that they would begin to just vote their own people in and start to change the laws. Now they didn't count for that. But they're always stealing the money. They're always laundering the money. The Ukraine money laundered. A lot of this fucking Somali money laundered. It's not just the Somalis. It's those people that are in league with that are cutting that money. They know those fucking sinners don't have kids. They know that Somalian person that's getting paid $80 an hour to do a fucking session of translating understands English and it's getting another Somali to get paid. They have all those services and they take advantage of them and they get a cut. And it's good money. If you've ever tried to have some money, if you've ever gone to work on a government job, a scale paying job where they just pay you so much more. I worked at NASA. They paid us like $45 an hour back in 2001 to install some air handlers in a place. Worked there, and then I insulated, and I made $27.99. Put an insulation on ductwork. I made $45 an hour putting in. It was a nice little gig. Every once in a while, I would get a job like that. And I really just want my brother to sell this house so I can get my half of the money, buy a car, and go back to work. Maybe I would leave. I might go out west. You know? Fuck this place. I really like it here. I haven't moved. This is the only place I've ever been where I haven't fucking moved around. Because I like it. It was a big it's probably one of the smartest things I ever did, stop driving my car around without the license. Now there's a lot of people that's got their stickers out, they're not insured, their license isn't any good, and these are people I ride around with all the time, and they barely just now got their shit together to where they have a license or they have something and it's not all fucked off. Don't be like Christopher Columbus. Don't molest kids. Don't think you're in fucking West Indies when you're in Cuba. And don't give all the Spanish that gold.